Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow, not to an alarm clock jolting you out of bed, but to the sound of freedom. The day ahead, it's yours to design. You've got no boss breathing down your neck, no rigid schedule dictating your whole life. Instead, you're building something that matters to you, whether it's creating content, running a business, or simply enjoying the freedom that you've worked hard to earn. Now let me ask you, is this how your life looks now? Because for most people I talk to, it's not. For a long time, it wasn't me either. You see, not even a few years ago, I was stuck in a routine that felt like a treadmill, working hard, but not really going anywhere. Every single day felt the same. Wake up, go to work hard, come home, repeat. And even though I was doing something I was supposed to do, something inside me kept asking, is this it? Is this really what my life is going to be? And here's the thing. I wanted more. I wanted it so bad. I wanted freedom. Not just financial freedom, but the freedom to be where I want and to do what I wanted when I wanted. I wanted to be able to work on my terms because it's my life, not someone else's. I wanted to take my time and purpose on earth to build something meaningful for me. Something that didn't just pay the bills and get me by, but to make a life I had dreamed of since I was a kid. But at the time, I had no idea how to make that happen. The world of entrepreneurship, personal branding, and online influence felt very distant to me. It was overwhelming, like this massive mountain I didn't even know how to start to climb. And I'm not gonna lie, I was trying. I was on websites, I was watching YouTube videos, but it wasn't getting me where I wanted to go. And I was done trying. I felt like I was hitting a wall every single time, and I wanted to find the answers, but nobody was there to help me. I remember vividly one moment that changed all of this. I was in 7th grade and I just got home from my crappy job at the neighbor's farm, shoveling cow manure. Yes, I used to be a farmhand and it was pretty grueling long day work. When I rode my bike across the ice patches late at night trying to get home in the winter, I remember sitting in my bedroom scrolling on social media. I could not get out of this feed of just constantly seeing other people win and I was losing. I knew to myself, even in 7th grade, they weren't smarter than me and they didn't have anything that I didn't have. So why are they on my screen and I'm not? This is when I realized something critical about education and the system we live in. Success isn't about being lucky, and it's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about having the right blueprint, a step-by-step plan that I could follow to get me the life I wanted. Because inside plans, you have confidence because you know exactly where you're going. So I stopped guessing, I started studying, and I started trying to create this blueprint. I immersed myself in learning the skills, the strategy, and even more importantly, the mindset it takes to succeed. Over time, I started to see slight hints at success. I launched a few e-commerce stores and started getting a few $1,000s in sales. In 2020, I launched a TikTok. I posted funny videos and humorous content, and a few videos went viral. I hit 100,000 followers, which was absolutely unheard of for me, and over 1 million views on some of my videos. Seeing likes flow in and people continuously commenting felt amazing, but I can guarantee you it wasn't my first or second post that blew up. It took me hundreds of posts to hit that point. But for that moment, I felt like I had motion behind my actions. Everything I did started to get more in traction because people knew who I was. I started this tie-dye shirt company and I was screen printing funny designs on little cute cotton t-shirts and selling them online to my audience. And I was making tons of money doing that. This was such a stupid little idea I started to sell these t-shirts, and it led into a bigger project, Project Orchards. That was a clothing company focused on environmental sustainability and shifted soon into another sub-brand called Daredevil Athletics, which brought me to the big leagues. With collaborations with gyms, influencers, and sports teams, I was actually starting to bring in serious revenue in bulk. That allowed me time to travel and take back some of my personal life. It gave me the taste at what freedom could be if I actually doubled down on this. So I started to take Daredevil seriously and later sold that to a private investor. Moving from there, I went into marketing and started figuring out the secrets behind not only what was successful for me in Daredevil, but what I could provide to other businesses who are at that point looking to grow further. Combining strategies between my personal branding and the Daredevil brand was something that I didn't realize could have made me rapidly successful, and something I failed to do. So figuring out the steps behind that, I was able to start to teach businesses, to give them secrets on what would actually start to work and how to grow based on free traffic that these platforms were giving out. And that's why I'm here today. because I know there's people out there that are just like I was, because I was one of you. But people who really just feel stuck, that want more and haven't made any signs of progress, even though they've tried. If that's you, this video is your roadmap. By the end of this, you're gonna have the exact blueprint I use to scale, to escape the grind, to build the income, and to grow to $1 million traffic levels. This video isn't just a motivational talk, it's actionable. And if you stick with me, you'll walk away knowing exactly the 7 major focus areas to improve your life. 95% of people will never escape the grind. They'll wake up every day to the same routine I just mentioned. Work, bills, work again, and sleep. Until one day, when they're 70 or 80, they're gonna look back and realize their whole life was building someone else's dream. The sad part is, those people probably know it before they're even that age, but they still accept it. Are you going to? Is that how you want your story to go? Would you be proud telling that to your grandkids? I know you're here because deep down, you want more. More freedom, more time, more control. And let's be honest, there's no shortage of people on social media. They're flashing their lifestyles, they're making it seem like they have it all figured out. But what they don't show you is the process. How many hours went into making just that video for you to see? A lot of these people had to fail many times before getting to the level that they're at. That takes years of experience. But I'll tell you, that's where most people fail. They don't even know where to start. They chase every trend, they buy into the wrong advice, or even worse, they give up completely before they've even gotten started. But you're not here to fail. You're here to win. Here's why this video matters. I'm not here to sell you on a dream. I'm here to give you an exact roadmap that, only backed by action, will lead you to success. It's a guarantee, but you have to do the work and do what I'm telling you. This isn't about luck. It's about following a system of steps, like following a tour guide, one that I've developed and learned from mentors of my own and used to get to the level of success I'm at today. First, the 4 critical phases you have to understand before you can even get started on success. Secondly, probably why you clicked on this video, the 7 high income skills you need to actually make money online and take advantage of all the attention that's out there today. It's getting more and more competitive, and understanding these skills will be your ticket to freedom. But most importantly, how you can apply these to your life in your specific case scenario starting today. Think about it. Today, and in a few months from now, you will be on a completely different path in your life. Is that exciting? It's one where you'll wake up every day excited to be alive, not just to survive and pay the bills. That to me is happiness, not going out and drinking on the weekends or playing video games. This isn't just another video. This is your ticket out. The only question is, are you ready to make it happen? Let's get started. First, what I will tell you about these lessons. I was never handed a golden ticket. I had to work my ass off to get into one of the hardest institutions to attend in the country. And it was no cakewalk when I got in. Having military training on the side, I was taught how to be a leader of character, how to develop principles that would be able to develop a team and take them to greater levels of success. That, coupled with my business experience, allowed me to dive deep into the principles of running and developing a team that can allow no failure in what you accomplish. But again, I didn't have the trust fund. I had to work my ass off through this option, through the one thing that everybody is taught to do when they grow up. Go to school, get a degree, work hard, save a few pennies, and hopefully at the end of the day, you'll make it. And you might just have to die fast enough before your money runs out. I followed the rules, I got the grades, I participated in extracurriculars, and I made it into the college. I showed up and did what I was supposed to do. And I still do. But no matter how hard I worked, I couldn't shake this feeling. The one that I was building someone else's dream and not my own. Seeing these things online, I realized something important. People aren't working harder than me. They're working differently. Realizing that you don't have to reinvent the wheel and instead you have to follow a beaten path is your biggest change in lifestyle you'll have to make. And honestly, it's simple because you're not changing anything. You're actually making it easier on yourself. The hard part is just finding the framework to follow. But again, over the next few years following that point, I finally pieced it all together. I built all of this while working 9 to 5 in the military with only a few hours to kill in the evenings. Now I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why people never achieve what they want in life. Number 1, they focus on the wrong things. People are obsessed with quick results, the flashy metrics like likes, followers, and quick cash. But what they fail to see is that results are the byproducts of fixing the right problems, mindset, habit, and beliefs. According to a Stanford study on long-term achievement, 92% of people fail to meet their goals because they focus on outcomes rather than building systems to achieve them. Think of fitness. You can't lose weight by just staring at the scale. You need to commit to daily habits, healthy eating, regular exercise, and most importantly, proper sleep that lead to sustainable change. Business and personal growth are no different. Chasing results without a foundation is like building a house without a blueprint. It looks good in the moment, but it'll collapse the second when pressure hits. Number 2, they lack guidance. Going at it alone is one of the biggest mistakes people will make. They think they can figure it out through trial and error, but that approach wastes time, money, and often energy. A study by the American Society of Training and Development found that people are 65% more likely to achieve their goals if they have accountability as well as guidance. Even better, that number jumps to 95% if there's a specific plan as well as regular check-ins. Even the best in the world, LeBron James, Serena Williams, Cristiano Ronaldo, they all have coaches. Why? Because guidance isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It's your shortcut to success. Without a mentor or support, even the largest amount of growth will eventually plateau. And a lot of times, it comes crashing down. If you don't have guidance, this is what happens. You're gonna waste time on social media chasing trends that don't align with your actual goals. You're gonna get overwhelmed with information, not knowing what to prioritize. And then you're gonna quit because you don't see your progress clearly. Finally, reason 3. They quit too soon. Most people don't quit because their idea was bad or they're not talented enough. They fail because they stop right before they would have succeeded. Studies from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology reveal that most people overestimate the effort required to see initial results and underestimate the compounding effects of consistency. Let's talk about content creators. On average, YouTube channels see very slow growth in their first year, but the ones that stick with consistent uploads and learn from their analytics will explode in the second to third year, which is what I'm just starting to see. Most creators quit after a few months. They often blame the algorithm when they were just a few steps away from breaking through. There's a story of the gold miner, and you've probably seen the picture, that gave up digging right before he was about to hit a mother lode. He dug for weeks and couldn't find a single thing, but he gave up. He sold the equipment and he left, only for the next person that started to find a massive amount of gold, 3 feet from where they started. You cashing out and deciding to work the 9-to-5 job is you giving your boss and your company all the results of every single ounce of potential you have. Success works the same way. You're closer than you think, but you need the right systems and support to keep going just that little bit more for when you hit it. And then from there, it gets exponentially easier. Success isn't about what you do, it's about who you are. That's why our Ascend Collective is built around 4 phases. First, your mindset. Your mind is the engine that drives everything. If you don't believe in yourself or know how to handle the challenges, you'll never make it. So in the phase 1, the focus is building resilience. To fix your mind, you have to overcome these limiting beliefs because it's the foundation of everything you're about to do. You have to create a vision so clear it pulls you in to grind every day. 95% of entrepreneurs quit because they're mentally unprepared for the grind. And most of you are just jumping into this without actually becoming the person capable of succeeding at it. You're focused only on how to make money and not how to become the person that can make money. And so they'll never equate. Second, social and relationships. This phase teaches you success is not a solo journey. It teaches you how and when to build meaningful connections and embrace social atmospheres, how to communicate effectively and build a network that supports your goals and provides resources and money for your business. Your network is your net worth. The right connections can lead to opportunities you didn't even know existed. With that said, mastering your intimate and romantic relationships is important too because it has the largest determination on your success out of any other partnership you have. So we also cover that. Third, the physical and dieting phase. Your energy levels and discipline start with your physical health. This phase covers routines, habits, and strategies to take you to the next level or even ground zero to start building. It teaches you how to optimize your body and fuel your performance. Burnout kills more dreams than failure ever could. And believe me on that. Finally, finances. We're gonna talk about tackling money. This phase is about mastering budgeting, building income streams, and having an emergency fund to protect you while you build. Most people jump from making money to growing and investing money, but they're not protecting it first. We're going to show you how to protect yourself for peace of mind so you can confidently take action on your business. These 4 foundations have to be developed before anything else in business, or before you even start running the race. Without them, you're gonna struggle, as I've done, to make progress until I figured that out. But once you built the foundation, you're ready to take on the 7 skills. So let's get into it. Whether you're a content creator, a coach with a digital or online presence, or a business owner trying to scale your sales, you need to master your online abilities. And having these 7 skills are not optional. In today's economy, Your success is primarily tied to your ability to market yourself. If you aren't growing a personal brand yet, you have to, and we're going to show you exactly how to do that. But you have to be able to connect with an audience and to build a following that actually cares about your product, because it's the biggest way you can push and beat your competition. The first of 7 skills you have to master: how to structure a business that is guaranteed to lead you to success with enough work. This is the foundation of everything, your business. If you're a content creator or a coach, you're not just an artist or a mentor. You're an entrepreneur. Clarity is absolutely power. Without a business model, you're just throwing spaghetti on the wall and hoping you can create a clear picture. Whether you're launching a fitness program, an online course, or an e-commerce business, you need to have a structure. Understanding how to validate and execute your idea is going to determine if you're successful or not, because I can guarantee you won't be successful without it. And it's the difference between making $100 and $100,000. Companies that don't evolve into clear, scalable models often 90% or higher of the time close their doors. And they're the people that wonder why they can't get anywhere in life and why their businesses have never turned out for themselves. And it's probably been you at some point, which is fine. But this skill, structuring a 6-figure business, will teach you exactly what to do and how to do it. It's gonna show you how to predict and grow revenue rather than just guessing and checking. A content creator might just start with a YouTube channel, but by mastering this skill, they can launch high-ticket programs or coaching services that scale their income. Skill number 2, the creator economy. In 2025, more than ever before, influence is currency. I bet you can think of 3 or 4 influencers right now off the top of your head that sell products online. If you're not building a personal brand, you're invisible. Everything we used to do, seeing a therapist, talking to a doctor, going to the gym and having a trainer, that's all taught online now. You don't need a physical person anymore. And that makes it so much easier for you to scale and generate income. But you need to know, your audience doesn't just want what you're selling, they want you. This skill is going to teach you how to show up authentically and build trust with your audience, which translates directly into revenue. Companies now are no longer faceless entities. You can see on TikTok, companies are responding to posts like they're just normal dudes with a phone in their hand. Adding a personal touch to the way brands post and engage with other people is adding that human level of engagement, and it's interacting and engaging people more than it ever has. It's building communities that are ready to buy and engage as if you were a person, and that's scaling their business through the roof. Understanding just how much money is online and how to present yourself in a way that allows you to structure an offer to make money is the critical part of your business. 3, the psychology of conversions. Sales isn't about being pushy. It's about understanding your audience and speaking directly to their need. You could have the best product or service in the world, but if you can't sell it, you don't have a business. You just have a hobby. Understanding how people think and make decisions is critical to designing your funnel and capturing sales online. Every business has to master conversion. It allows you to turn website visitors, webinar attendees, and social media followers into customers. Otherwise, what the hell is the point? A coach running a live webinar will learn how to handle objections, respond to people, and pitch their product better, so they get a direct measure of how good they're doing. Similarly, a creator with a merch store will use drops and urgency to learn how to convert people. Understanding how we're biologically wired as humans to think in our environment from being animals to people is critical, because playing on these emotions and these necessities allows you to capture sales when others can't compete. Number 4, mastering your market plan. Success doesn't happen by accident. Behind every thriving business, creator, or coach is a damn rock solid marketing plan. If you're just posting content randomly, hoping for results, you're missing the point. Marketing is broken up into campaigns. You don't just run ads online and pick posts you want to be successful. You drive a central message home that relates to your offer. Understanding the levels of which you're targeting your customers and the actual offer you're presenting allows you to break that down into specific pieces of content that you can create in a uniform way. You have to have your presentation and your videos in a connected fashion, because you don't want your customers to see you all over the place, or to them, your product's gonna be the same. Driving home a central message and offer backed by consistent content only comes from having a content plan. Without it, businesses waste money on ineffective campaigns. And although the write-off's great, they miss out on valuable opportunities, and their competitors take home all the profit. On average, people need at least 6 points of contact before they're converted into customers. So consistently hammering home your message in different ways will allow them to slowly be converted. Number 5, mastering online ads. Primarily, I want to focus on Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram. Ads are the ultimate amplifier. If you know how to run them right, you can scale faster than before. Trust me, I've built a whole business on this. This is what we do. Organic growth is great, but it takes time. If you want to actually be a successful content creator, you have to start putting money into what you do. It doesn't have to be a lot, but even for a business too, reinvesting a portion of your sales allows you to capture more value. Ads give you the ability to reach your target audience now, not just random Joes on the internet until the algorithm catches up. Because time is money, and when you're selling courses, services, and packages, you want to start generating revenue today because there's no reason not to. Being able to have an understanding of how ad campaigns work is going to teach you how to maximize every cent you put into ads. More importantly, the strategies that pros like us use to master your ad campaigns without breaking the bank and getting every cent out of your dollar. Small businesses and creators often fear paid ads because of high costs. I actually love paid ads. And even if I just have $20 to spend, I'm gonna put it into ads for my own page because the credibility, even if the ad doesn't pan out, will last. Having more followers, more views on my videos will give me a better platform to stand on. So even if you don't get sales out of it, having the greater publicity of your content is what actually makes you more likely to capture sales in the future. If you were a coach that used a $100 investment to scale your ad, and you captured one sale of a $1,000 program you had, that's a 10 times return on your investment from one person. So it makes complete sense to spend $100 if you'll get $10 back, right, for every dollar you put in. Mastering ads or having somebody that knows what they're doing is going to be crucial to your success. But you should have a foundation so you know who's good and who isn't. I've gotten on so many calls with business owners that think they've had good experiences in the past, but when I asked them about what they were doing, I could tell these people have never ran an ad campaign one day in their life. So again, there are skills you can outsource or make partnerships with other people for, but just make sure those people have a good track record. Number 6, mastering the art of storytelling. Stories go back as far as human culture. Sitting around the campfire and talking about the kill of the day after our primal ancestors got done hunting, it was a way humans could connect and bond. Stories aren't just entertainment. They drive trust, credibility, and make us feel like we know someone else better. I bet just from listening to the earlier parts of this video, you have a better understanding into why I do what I do. People don't just buy products, they buy the emotions and the stories behind them. Throwing out a blanket offer on social media is not going to sell your product. You have to create narratives that captivate your audience and make them see the bigger picture. Brands that tell compelling stories see exponentially higher results than their competitors. Even just associating with somebody with a very strong background and story makes your brand more credible. Think about how many pro athletes Nike partners with and pays money to simply because they can leverage their background and the grind they put in to become successful. That backs Nike's message and allows people to connect with Nike on a greater level. A creator launching a new product that can expertly weave in their story and the purpose of their product into the actual advertisement will be a genius marketer and will capture sales. Being able to explain your story or your personal background into your offer will allow you to connect with audiences on a level they can't with others, and that will directly lead to more sales. Finally, number 7, building a clean and positive digital social presence. Your online presence is your first impression. Imagine a dating app or being out in public and someone asks for your Snapchat or your Instagram. Do you have to quickly archive photos or cover up the cringy ones or say, I don't use this platform very much, so my photos are very old? People are still gonna judge you based on what they see. If you're not clean and you're not taken care of, they're going to assess that on your profile. If it's not polished, you're losing clients before they even get to know you. You might have spent all the money and time developing the most perfect ad, but if your page has a cringy picture of you chugging a beer, you're not gonna sell your product. Now it's the difference between high-tech companies like Google or Yahoo hiring employees versus leaving them out in the mud. Companies seriously care about credibility of people online. Mastering the image you put out into the world, regardless of if you have a business or not, is an essential skill. And again, it has multiple effects, even in your personal life and dating, when somebody can tell you're clean and put together. This skill ensures that your digital presence works for you and not against you. Imagine seeing someone in a suit versus someone just in a t-shirt and baggy jeans. You're gonna trust the person in the suit more because they put effort into looking better. On a subconscious subconscious level, we assume that that effort translates into other work that they do. And we assume that if someone's in a t-shirt and baggy jeans and have sloppy hair, they probably don't put a lot of effort into what they do. In the military, that was huge because we had to shave every single day. And if somebody isn't shaving, well, I would see that and think, well, this person probably doesn't care about their work, because it's something you're not only required to do, but supposed to keep up on. I have a fitness coach in my community. He learned to really master cleaning up his profile and presenting a nice, well put together presence on LinkedIn. That allowed him to present himself as high value because he was set up as a business to teach and consult his services. He ended up doing 5 figures in that first month just because he was able to communicate in a way that was effective and showed that he had authority. A small business that refines their website to have clean and put together logo, imagery, and titles allows them to convert better. All of these 7 skills are vital. It comes down to how you create your plan and how you back that plan with your presence online and what you have to say and do. Every single experience you have with your audience is a touch point, a vital one that allows them to walk down that road to becoming a customer. They're not just nice to have things. They're vitals and essentials for anyone that wants to make it online nowadays. And that can be building a business brand or a personal brand. Or maybe you just want to dominate the creator economy. For content creators, it can mean converting followers into paying fans. For coaches, booking out a schedule and transforming yourself into a full scaling business. For businesses, giving you tools to stay relevant and interact with your customers on a level that they haven't seen before, but will absolutely drive their attention. And this will allow you to see conversion rates you've never seen before on your sales. This isn't just theory. This is what works. And when you combine these skills with the support, guidance, and experience that you will gain in the Ascend Collective, you're gonna become unstoppable. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on coaching and different courses to figure it all out. In fact, we used to charge close to $2,500 to get all of these resources that I just described to you. But I decided that that's not fair because I didn't have to spend that much money to learn what I learned. And I said, well, if I'm gonna be better, and if I'm gonna take this leadership experience I've gained in these different realms of my life and translate that into being a better person for this world, I need to do something different. I need to be the mentor that other people were never really truly for me. I need to be the mentor that I wish I had at that early stage, that could give me back the years of my life that I had to put in. And that would make me feel more reassured in what I was doing so I didn't lose hope as often. So remember those 4 phases: mental, social and relationships, physical and financial? That is also included. Before you think I'm about to ask for all your money, I'm not. Those 4 foundational phases to get you in the right mindset to become an entrepreneur, that's all free. You can join the link, you can click the link and join for free to get started. But if you want access to the 7 skills, the workbooks, the follow along prompts, the e-booklets, the webinars, the coaching, the ChatGPT prompts, and more importantly, the toolkits and specific websites we use to be successful in those different areas, that's gonna have to come with a little bit of money. And when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. To be an Ascend Collective member, $30, which is less than a tank of gas. It's $1 a day. How many dollars a day do you spend on junk food and on subscriptions that don't do anything for your life? $1 to change your entire life. What's staying stuck costing you? Because I guarantee you that's more than $1. The time, the money, the freedom, it's all gone. As we get through 2025, don't think, well, what if? Join us today, and by the end of the year, ask yourself, how have I actually changed? And you're gonna realize you have. And the change can start as soon as you join. With weekly calls, weekly meetups, and coaching with myself, as well as expert members of the team that have helped build these courses and materials, you're gonna find out exactly how to make yourself better. Because if you're good at something, you don't do it for free. And that's why my whole agency and consulting business is built. We charge our clients so much money, but I'm not gonna do that for you guys. I don't want to put you in the same position I had when I was trying to learn and only could see $10,000 courses trying to raid me of all the hard-earned money I got from shoveling the cow poop. Let's talk about where you are now. Maybe you've been trying to figure things out on your own. You've been watching the free YouTube videos like this one, and you're probably piecing together information from 12 or more different channels that are saying different things in your ear. Maybe you've even bought a few courses before that have left you more confused or curious than when you started. I get it. I've been there too. I think I've probably paid about $8,000 to $10,000 in courses over the last 5 years. Let me tell you something. It's not my fault and it's not your fault. The system is designed to overwhelm you with options but no direction. That's why everyone stays stuck, and it's okay because it's a trap. Success doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing the right things. The Ascend Collective is named after the Ascend Agency, my marketing agency. but it is a branch of it that targets people that want to become successful business owners. You know, I would hope someday that you would want to work with my agency, and I want you to be able to build a successful business that you can come back and say, let's scale this together. But you don't have the money to pay me to fully integrate and build your business at this point, most likely. So we need to get you to a point where your business can actually thrive, but you need to get the ball rolling first. You have to start by building the 4 foundational key frames of you, and then you can build the business skills. So I'm not even asking you to pay. You can start for free, but at some point you're going to have to upgrade. Finally, here's what no one tells you. Success is not a solo game. You might think you can find the resources online, that you don't need to pay a tank of gas a month to be able to afford this community, but that's not the important part. The community, the collective part of Ascend Collective is where the value comes. We bring in coaches that have built the course content and understand the concepts, as well as myself. We meet and talk about your specific business, and we bring you up on stage on these communities to actually talk about what you do. And no, you don't have to get dressed up. It's an online community, but we're hoping to do physical meetings up soon and actually grow this community to real life interaction. We're on the verge of something huge here. The people that try to go at it alone, they don't have other people to bounce ideas off. There's no one there to push them when they feel like giving up. And there's no one to guide them through the inevitable struggles and challenges. The Ascend Collective is built around community. Imagine being surrounded by people who get it. People that are going through the same shit you are. The people that have struggled, the people that haven't found their success yet but are trying. It's sharing the storytelling and sitting around the campfire we talked about that brings you together. It's what reignites the flame inside you and allows you to continue stronger than you've ever felt, because you understand failure is a part of the success. And that comes from sharing your experience. Imagine having a space where you can feel vulnerable, you can ask questions and admit you don't know anything, but one where you can also start to share your wins that you will get and get advice from people that have been where you are and made it through. It's not just a group, it's not even just a collective, it's a family. And let me tell you, the support of being in a family is unmatched. So, it starts with you. By joining this community, this is what you're getting. The 4 foundational skills to prepare you for success. That comes for free, and it's free to join and get started right now. No email, no stupid newsletter signups, just click the link. For those that have just $30 to spend, which is nothing compared to the world of courses, you will get the 7 skills, and you will get lifetime access as long as you're a member to continuously learn, as we add more materials as well. You can download, and you can write in all of these PDF files and these documents that have the plan and the workbooks for you, so you can take action as you're learning the material. It's not just something you look at and try to comprehend, but you fill in the plan with your specific steps and your specific outcomes. Eventually, the brands that work with the Ascend agency will be offering opportunities for you to make your first dollars by partnering with them inside the community. You'll be allowed to make money by being in this community, by partnering with brands that are willing to pay you dollars and grow your influence at the same time. How cool would it be to start your Instagram page and 2 days later say you're a paid influencer? You'd expect something like this to cost thousands or even hundreds, and it would still be worth every single penny. I care about bringing in more people, because that's what grows my business, and that's what will grow yours too. So you're not gonna pay thousands, and you're not gonna pay hundreds. Or keep the dollar and stay stuck, spinning your wheels and doing the same thing you have been. The question is not whether you can afford this. It's whether you can afford not to do this. Your future is waiting. The results are closer than you think, because you don't have the guidance yet to know that. But it starts with just one decision. Are you going to take action, or will this opportunity pass just as fast as all the other ones have? Click the link in the description. Join the Ascend Collective, and let's start by building your future today. I'll see you on the inside.